Today I'm going to share with you the 4 biggest mistakes we made buying raw land in Central Texas. Possible you may be able to learn something from our mistakes, and maybe we could save you a little time and a little money and a little heartache along the way. So the first biggest mistake we made buying raw land in Central Texas was not buying more of it.
The piece of property that we bought was parceled off from a larger piece of property, and right before we closed, we actually went back to them and said, hey, I think we'd like to buy some more. And they said, yeah, sorry, too late. We've already sold that extra acreage to somebody else, even though it had been on the market for months and months and months prior to our offer being accepted. So I would say the number one mistake we made, and it's not something we can change, but it's definitely something that we would evaluate more strongly going forward, is we wish we would have bought more land to be able to do more things, and definitely understand there's a cost factor involved. But the thing about land is it typically does okay price-wise. For most folks, their income goes up over their lifetime. So anyways, first biggest mistake we made was we wish we would have definitely bought more land when we had the opportunity to do so. Because unless the folks next to us sell their property, we're stuck with what we have, which is great. We're blessed, we're thankful. It's an amazing piece of property. But when you're out there, you just want more. So that was the first mistake we made. Second mistake we made was not buying a tractor that was bigger than what we bought. I think we alluded to this in an earlier video, but we bought a 40 horsepower tractor and wish it was about 20% bigger. I think if I were doing this over again, I would go to Google or AI or something like that and really spend some time typing in the activities that we want to do with the tractor, the size of our property, the amount of time we would spend using it, and really try to develop a plan for getting the right size tractor. And then probably would, unfortunately, a lot of things we buy is sight unseen, like most folks, or like a lot of folks. We look at it online, we talk to some people, we get some information, and then we just go ahead and buy. I think in this case, I would actually go sit down, talk to somebody, sit on the different size tractors, try them out, and really feel out what would be the right size tractor. So not a bad problem to have. Again, we're thankful, we're blessed, we're lucky, but if we did it over again, we would buy a bigger tractor. Third mistake we made buying raw land when we bought our land was not realizing sort of death by 1,000 cuts, right? Everything just costs more than you expect. So when I look at our property, and only I would know this, or my wife and I would know this because we're the ones who are up there all the time, I can look around and, oh, this costs that and that costs that. But it's just everything, every time you turn around, something costs $300 to $1,500, whether it's recording stuff, GoPros, drones, equipment to fix your equipment, gas for the equipment or fuel for the equipment, diesel, helmets for riding four-wheelers. It just seems like there's always something, and this is not a complaint by any means. It's just something that I don't think we prepared for what that extra cost would have been. And I think probably it tails off after a while. I think once you get your land and once you get the things on it that you want, some of those accessory costs or extra costs kind of tail off or go away, but definitely plan for just all kinds of things, buying first aid kits, tools, just all kinds of stuff that just, we go to Lowe's every other day now because it seems like we need to bring something up to the land to do something, fix something, or build something. So keep that in mind. Third thing is just stuff costs more than you probably expect. And the fourth thing, or the fourth reason, fourth mistake that I think we made when we bought this property was, quite frankly, not buying it sooner. We had been looking for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and I see how much joy this property gives us, gives our family, gives our kids, gives my wife. And I'm heading up there now, and for me personally, it's just great to get away from a computer. I stare at a computer 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, and just to get outside and clear my mind and be out in nature, it does wonders for my motivation and just being able to focus when I'm back at home in front of the computer. For my wife and my kids, it's just the most wonderful opportunity for us to get outside, do things as a family, spend a Saturday or Sunday afternoon just being outside and enjoying the weather, enjoying Texas, enjoying the river. So, fourth mistake was I wish we would have done it sooner. And I look back over we've been looking for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It wasn't really about finding the right piece of property. It was just about pulling the trigger to do it. And I feel like had we done this 3, 4, 5 years ago, we probably would have realized some appreciation in the value of the property, but more than that, we would have had a lot of experiences that we didn't have otherwise. So it's not really advice, but I would just say that if you're looking for property and you're just not sure about it, is this going to be good for our family? If it's not for our family, it's been a wonderful experience, and I wish we would have done it sooner. So fourth mistake was not buying property sooner. So hopefully maybe learned a little something, maybe some mistakes that we made, maybe you won't make them. I'm sure you'll make your own mistakes, and I'm sure we'll make a lot more, but it's been a great experience for us. We've really enjoyed it, and we hope to use it a lot, get out there more and use it. So those are the 4 mistakes that we made buying raw land in Central Texas. By no means do we regret the decision. We're quite happy with it, super blessed and thankful to be able to head up to our land and have fun and enjoy the great Texas outdoors. But I'm sure we'll make more mistakes. Maybe you can learn something from our mistakes. If you made a mistake, let us know what it is in the comments below. We would love it if you subscribe. We appreciate all the comments and all the people that watch, and we'll have more videos soon. Appreciate y'all.